Hello guys, welcome to my vlog, welcome to my channel. So today I just want to share to you guys how I am able to save up money while working here in the UK, or what are the things that I do in order for me to save money. So I just want to put this right now as a disclaimer that in savings, it's really different from each person, and also it depends on different factors, different circumstances of the person. Like, say for example, if you're just working for yourself, or if you're sending money back home, if you have plans, goals, and we have different plans, of course. So maybe you like traveling, so you're saving up money for travels, or if you like investing, or if you're, just again, what I want to point out is that it's different from everyone. And this here in my vlog is just for me, okay? So I've been here in the UK for more than a year now, and as everybody knows naman, if it's the first year in a different country, it's difficult sometimes to save up because you're still adjusting, adapting. You don't know the bills yet, how much it would cost you for the electricity, or for us, for example, we didn't know about council tax, and that we have to pay for that every month or annually. So things like that. So it's really just like an adjusting phase for the people who moved to a different country. And also, I want to point out that, say for example, you're a new worker in a country. In order for you to reach that point, I'm sure that you've already maybe loaned money, nakautang ka na, just for you to be able to, process your documents and take the tests, and for the flights and everything else. And I believe that's very true for nurses, Filipino nurses, because the process getting here to the UK it's not easy. Starting from taking the IELTS. So, hindi ko na alam how much yung IELTS today, but I think when I took it, it was, I think, more than 8,000 to 9,000 pesos. And then you have to take the CBT test, which is another 1,000 of pesos. With the processing as well, you have to pay also for the documents, for the transportation, and it's more difficult for people who are living in provinces in the Philippines, because you have to fly, for example, to Manila to meet up with your agency, to do the interview, to apply for visa. So just flying, for example, for me, I was from South Cotabato, so I have to fly. I had to fly from South Cotabato to Cebu just to process my PRC, because they were asking for documents at that time, and it took a while. Unless you have to go yourself, you have to just really follow up and follow up and follow up. So I did that, and then I went to Manila, to Makati, to take my CBT, and of course I have to book for my flights, I have to book for my accommodation and transportation, and food as well, because of course I have to eat, right? So just doing those things, it really cost me a lot. And considering the money that a Filipino nurse earned at that time, sometimes it's hard, unless you have, you know, supportive family members, sponsors who will offer you money and support financially. But if it's just you, it's tough. So kudos to all those Filipino nurses who are able to make their dreams by working and by being here in the UK. Because the steps, I understand now, being the person who've done it myself, the steps getting here are not easy. So yes, so that's the point that I want to say. So sometimes may mga utang na tayo na accumulate before we even get here. So, you know, the first thing when you get your salary, your UK salary, is to pay those debts, right? So gusto mo bayaran yung mga utang sa credit card or whatever. And so saving up is really not the first priority for you. So in my part, because I'm a great advocate of savings and being financially independent. And so yes, so I believe in the power of savings, because for one, emergency purposes, you know, it will not all the time, what do they say, like flowers and candies. So it's not all the time you will have money. There will be instances in your life that you will have some problems, or maybe your family members will have problems as well that you need to help out. So saving up for emergency reasons is very, very important. The first thing that I did was find some ways on how to save, even before I was able to get my first salary here. The bank, which the hospital registered as, is HSBC UK. And in HSBC, I went to their website, and there are several savings account. So the first thing that I did was open what we call Flex Saver account. So basically, it's just a different account from your debit, where you can transfer money to it, and of course you can also easily just get money out of it through online, or you can use your mobile phone. It's quick and very simple. So that's the first thing that I did, open the Flex Saver account. And then later on, I think around June or July, my flatmate Eloy, she mentioned to me about this regular savings with HSBC Bank. So what it does is automatically deduct a certain amount from your debit account, and then put it into that regular savings account. And the thing is, it will be locked for 1 year. So that means that you will not be able to touch it. You can withdraw money if in case you really need it, but I think, you know, there will be deductions if you do that. And if you, however, are able to save up for 1 year, you will have an interest. I can't remember the percentage now, but I'll show the website here. I'll put a clip here just to show you guys. So I think at that time, when I first opened that account, I just, you know, thought that this is a good idea, because what I like the most about it is the fact that you will not be able to touch it. Because in all honesty, if it's flexible, like the one that I have, the Flex Saver, if it's just easy to get money, if you just feel like, okay, I think I need to shop myself, buy me something, whatever, and then you will say, well, I have a savings account. I'll just borrow money from it and then later on pay. But then sometimes you're not able to do it. So what happens with your savings? They will just be reduced and deduct, right? So what catches me the most in this regular saving is the fact that you cannot touch it for 1 year. So basically what it did is ask for a deposit, and the maximum amount is 250 pounds. And then you need to set the amount that will be deducted to your debit account every month, from I think 50 pounds up to 250 pounds a month. So every month it will deduct 250 pounds and will transfer it to the regular savings account. So in overall, in a matter of 12 months, it will be 3,000 pounds with interest. So from last year, the money that I was able to get as an interest is 16 pounds. So I saved 3,000 pounds, 3,016 pounds. That is my regular savings, which I plan to continue for a long time, really. So I plan to do this, and just to put the money back into that. So I won't be able to touch it, just because I wanted to have my own savings. Although I'm sending money back home, it's also important that I will be financially stable, because if just to think about it, if something happens to me here and I don't have any savings, then what's going to happen to me? Who's going to help me? Well, I'm sure my family will help me, but it's still me, basically. And so, I've learned to be self-sufficient, and I've learned to be independent early on. And one thing that I don't really envision myself is to ask for money or beg other people for money or things like that, because I don't know, it's just, maybe it's not, I just want to be able to do it myself, because when you're working, you have money. It's just a matter of how you manage or you use that money. Because whatever your salary is, say 10,000, 15,000 to $1 million, if your spending is equal to that amount, then overall you will have zero savings. One thing that I want to share is, no matter what happens, when you get your salary, you have to set aside a certain amount of money for savings. You have to pay yourself first by keeping that amount. And then after that, then you have to, deduct your bills, your rent, and then support to the family. And if you have extra, then shopping for yourself or buy something for yourself that makes you happy. But the first thing that you need to do is really to set aside the money for saving, because savings is very, very important. Okay, so that is all. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, see ya. Bye bye.